Pakistan's crowded streets hold many secrets. In this dusty office block, 42-year-old Amina is trying to unlock the mystery of what happened to her husband Masood.
हाँ पीछे तो रहेंगे मगर जब हमारे ये जो बच्चे हैं कार्ड्स वगैरह बना लेंगे तो फिर हम पार्लियामेंट हाउस जाएंगे ना.
Over 3.5 years ago, Masood went out for the day and never came back.
I felt very uncomfortable that day, and I wished I could stop him and bring him back home and tell him, please don't go today. I don't know why I was feeling that way. I never felt it before. So that was the day I saw him last.
Amina's husband is a businessman who ran a travel agency in a computing school. The day he went missing, Masood had planned to take a bus to the nearby city of Peshawar. But to this day, Amina doesn't know if he got there.
We started searching desperately everywhere. We thought maybe it's an accident or something, so we searched all the hospitals in Peshawar, we searched all the places of human rights NGOs where things can be reported if any sudden accident has happened.
Finally, after days of searching, Amina received a message through an intermediary. Masood had been picked up by the ISI, Pakistan's most feared intelligence agency.
I can't think of any reason behind this, because this has been a routine practice for the government for the last 10 years now. And I had no knowledge that this is happening until it happened to me. That people are being picked up like mysteriously and then there's no news about them. They are lost.
After 3.5 years, there is still no official explanation for his disappearance.
ठीक है और प्लीज़ आप अपने जो भी आपके हों कोई मीडिया के फ्रेंड्स वगैरह तो उनको ये मेरा मैसेज फॉरवर्ड कर देंगे. थैंक यू. अल्लाह हाफिज़.
Amina has now devoted herself to uncovering exactly what happened to her husband and the hundreds and possibly thousands of other Pakistanis being illegally detained. She has set up a protest group and today she's getting ready for one of their regular demonstrations.
I've used this color orange because of the orange uniform of the Guantanamo. So what's written here is that there are Pakistani gitmos and they should be closed. And what I mean by Pakistani gitmos is that there are 300 illegal detention centers existing in Pakistan. Oh.
With the posters ready, it's time to head off to the protest.
हाजिर वो दोनों बैनर्स ले आना प्लास्टिक वाले नया जो बनाए हैं उधर ही परेड ग्राउंड में उसी जगह.
It's not easy to speak out in a country like Pakistan.
To contact you.
Intimidated by the intelligence agencies, Amina initially thought it was best to work quietly to try and secure her husband's release.
And for 1 year I was engaged in meeting people and like ministers and army people and president and all.
But there was still no official news of Masood. So Amina decided the only way forward was to protest publicly.
I was like forced to do something more like so that the world would know what happened to me and how our rights are violated, how my children are suffering, how I am desperate for my husband. We started with one family, that is my family. But very soon, within days, we were joined by other families who are also looking for their loved ones. सामने हुई जहाँ पे पहले खड़ा होता है, ठीक है?
Amina is first to arrive outside Parliament House in central Islamabad.
उधर भी बंद किया हुआ है इन्होंने, वो वाली खुली हुई है, वो वाली, हाँ, अगर वहाँ पे लगा लें अपना स्टॉल.
Mrs. Jandra, what's with all those police? Why are they here?
They have come here for us.
For you?
Yes. Maybe not to protect us, maybe to stop us from going to the parliament.
Other families of missing people soon arrive, each with their own tale of a desperate search for answers.
ना पता होने की वजह ये है कि वो काफ़ी सारे लोग उसमें तो मर गए थे, लेकिन मेरा बेटा जो है वो ये ज़िंदा है और वो मुख्तलिफ ज़रियों से मुझे पता लगता है कि वो ज़िंदा है, मतलब है कि एजेंसियों वाले.
An intelligence officer is watching closely, but these people are determined to carry on. This woman, Zahira Sharif, was 8 months pregnant when her husband Abid disappeared in September 2005. Her 3-year-old son, Zaifa, has never met his father. Later at her home, Zahida tells me that when her husband Abid, a doctor at a local hospital, first went missing, she was fearful that protesting might have terrible consequences.
See people, they torture more the person they have.
Zahida believes Abid was targeted by the intelligence agencies because he was deeply religious. But she says he wasn't an extremist.
5 times prayer he was offering, he had beard he had. But he wasn't hardliner, if you say that. He wasn't that.
Zahida blames Western intelligence agencies for pressuring Pakistan to crack down on Islamists and hand them over.
They were answering, do more, and for that do more, they were capturing innocent people, and they were selling them or they were giving them. Allegation is Al-Qaeda. If he had committed any crime or did something wrong, so he should have been produced in some court, so we can face whatever charges he has against him. But nothing, no reason at all.
Here in Pakistan, the intelligence service is extremely powerful. In the past, it's made and broken governments and even been implicated in political assassinations. It operates under a cloak of secrecy, which human rights groups have been unable to penetrate. How many people have gone missing in Pakistan since the war on terror began?
That's a very important question, and I wish we knew the exact answer.
Ms. Tahira Abdullah is an activist working with the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan.
They're not sent to regular jails because then the number would be known. You know, we know who's in jail, we know what they're there for. Pakistani jails are open. You know, I can go to any jail and find out what any prisoner is there for. So therefore, they are kept in secret houses, which are called safe houses, which belong to intelligence agencies. They are interrogated there. Sometimes they are tortured to force confessions out of them.
Amina and her group have decided to take their protest down to the gates of Parliament. Many of these missing relatives disappeared during the rule of the former military dictator, General Musharraf. So when Musharraf was ousted in August last year, these families placed their hope in Pakistan's new civilian government. But so far, the members inside this parliament have done little to help. A point not lost on the Pakistani media.
What about the parliamentarians? I can see them going into the parliament and they're least bothered. They're not even stopping to look at you. And what message would you like to convey to them?
What are they doing sitting inside the parliament? Of course, they are representative government, they are representative members, and they have come here and obtained their offices with our votes. Okay, so now it's their responsibility to provide relief to the people of Pakistan and act for the human rights causes.
The new government of the Pakistan People's Party, contrary to their manifesto and contrary to the election promises, have just continued with the policies of the former military dictator General Pervez Musharraf.
Oh, that's good.
Even the government itself admits more should be done. Faharatullah Baba is the spokesperson for the President Asif Ali Zardari.
This is one of the areas where a lot more needs to be done. All that we can do is, and we have been doing, is to periodically raise our voice.
But it seems the government has little or no control over its own intelligence services.
Who's the call to?
Well, we raise this call publicly, we raise this call...
But who to? Like when the government makes the call, if you're the government, who are you making the call to?
It is a public commitment. It is a public commitment, and anybody or any people who have held them in detention, they get the message.
But the government runs the country. Can't it just say, release everyone who's being held without charge?
Well, constitutionally, nobody can be held without charge. Theoretically, yes, the government is, if the government says nobody should be held without charge, should be released, that is correct. In practice, if it doesn't happen, then this is one of the bitter realities.
How long are you prepared to keep demonstrating and protesting for?
As long as till the last person is released, because if my husband is released and her husband is not released, then our motive is not achieved. For we are working for a safer, beautiful Pakistan where nobody is picked up ever. You want to have some? Let me give me the best card of today, it's a letter of support.
Amina's struggle has attracted letters of support from all over the world. But the support she craves the most is from the one person who can't be there to help her.
He loved to do the mountaineering and he would just pull me at all heights. I used to say, no, I can't, I don't want to go up, I'm scared. And he would say, why are you scared? I'm with you. So this is the thing, this is the feeling I miss most, that I'm alone. I don't have this kind of, I really feel that he's not with me today.